Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we got variant Royale version 7 now. Let's get right into it, and let's start off with some general changes. Okay, I've completely, or at least pretty much completely, removed glider redeploy from the map. There used to be a glider redeploy in this chest, as well as on top of the helicopter over here, and the glider redeploy has been removed from those, but you can still get them from supply rooms around the map. But I'm going to be removing that next update. And I've also changed the loot of some supply rooms, at least inside these chests. I've sort of changed them a bit. The chest on the right is always going to contain ammo and materials now, and then all the items are going to be in the chest on the left. Also, this little western house over here has been updated. It is now larger, and now has ammo boxes as well. And now for the large change. Paradise Palms has been destroyed and turned into the anomalous wastes. So a bunch of monsters that can spawn from it. The spawner will now spawn monsters in pretty much the entire location. So for almost this entire time when you're in this location, you'll be taking damage just from the anomaly as well as being attacked by monsters. It's pretty flat, there's not really much cover, so if you get into a fight, you'll mainly have to build. At least there's a bunch of mats from these giant piles of material around. And there's really good loot in this location. This location now has the best loot in the map, but sort of maybe not worth it. Funny thing that I left in here is this diving board. It is still here, even after the location's been destroyed. Just cause, why not, you know? Next, over at Vendor Tech Warehouse, you may have noticed some changes already. The helicopter has moved from on top of the, well, now destroyed hotel to flying over to the Vendor Tech Warehouse. Also, this place has sort of gotten some fences built up around it, and mech parts have started appearing around this place, like right there, and then one's just right out here. And there's a little like research station over here, and that's it for this location. And finally, in Old Town, this place has been burnt down even farther. It's pretty barren here now, and the rift has turned to purple now. And now onto LTMs. Alright, for the first LTM we got is a return of the Storm Scavengers LTM. It has been sort of changed. There are more spawners around the Rift Beacon where Storm Scavengers actually spawn at. And also Storm Scavengers have been buffed. So before Storm Scavengers had sort of suckier and suckier loot, but this time they have pretty much all golden loot. And they have infinite ammo. And they have increased health. Also, the survivors have been sort of nerfed as well. They only get one spawn each, so it's going to be a lot tougher for the survivors to win. In fact, they're probably not going to win. So we'll just see how this turns out. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to be on the survivors team and I'll win this. Who knows? Okay, next LTM we got is Bounty. So basically, normally players drop coins on elimination, but now they're going to be a lot more significant. So you can now only get score from turning those coins into these bounty vans around the map. There's one in each location, and at the start of the game the storm will shrink into one of these locations randomly and just stay around it. And basically there's just going to be an elimination fest, just collecting coins from other players, and also, when you're eliminated, you will drop all coins you are holding. So it's important to take the coins to the bounty van before you can get eliminated by other players and have them taken off of you. There's now infinite respawns in this, so you're just going to have to completely focus on getting eliminations and turning those coins into the bounty vans. And that's really it to this LTM. You start off with some basic loot. You start off with just the normal bounty loot, so just combat and attack, just like this. Also a mini as well. and storm tricks into one location, like we got Old Town this time. Basically, you'll just get coins, and you'll be able to go up to these druid bands, and they'll be converted into score, as you would see on my top right corner of my screen. That is a score, and you need 200 score to win, and you pretty much get just 10 score per elimination, because you get 10 coins. So it's going to take about 20 kills in order to win this entire thing. Third LTM we got is Experiment Random Loot. So it's basically, well, it's another Experiment LTM, meaning it's basically normal gameplay, except there's one minor change, sort of game feature that it's experimenting with. So when a player is eliminated, they'll now drop completely random loot upon death, and all of the stuff that they are already holding will be just deleted. So let's just show this off. I've also increased the spawns slightly just so you can have more time to mess around with getting random loot from other players. So let's just drop down and kill ourselves so we can show off some of the random loot. So this time I see I got a gold scar, I dropped a gold scar and some coins and some bottle rockets. And just upon death it just drops like 4 random items, and they do disappear after a bit. That's the thing about this LTM, just mainly made that so that like there wouldn't be just a clutter of items like everywhere after killing a bunch of people a bunch of times. But it also disables you from doing what we did, like killing ourselves and then trying to get the loot. So yeah, and that's really it. Just the random loot is the only mechanic that's changed in this little experimental thing. And now onto the final LTM. And the final LTM we got is a rather interesting one. It is called Score Royale, and it was actually one of the submissions for my LTM contest that I hosted on my Discord server. If you want to perhaps be a part of any future contests or other interesting things, just go ahead and join my Discord server. I'll put a link in the description. In fact, there always is. And, you know, Discord is free. You don't even need to, like, download anything in order to get Discord. You can just go through a web browser, and you'll be able to use Discord just fine. And just join my server. It'll be nice. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but this submission was actually made by Fiona from my Discord server, obviously. She actually has a really cool server of her own, so if you join my server, you can also go check out her server. So basically, at the start of the game, the storm will quickly close in on a random location. I shall demonstrate this. Okay, so this match we got the western house over here. Generally shrinks around a named location. This is actually really lucky that we got this first try. And basically, in order to win, you just need to get to 10,000 score. There are generally at least a couple of these little coins. You see I collected one just there. There are at least a couple of those in every location, depending on the size of the location. This location is a really small location, so we only have one. But yeah, and you can get 25 score from those coins, but you can also get score from other things, depending on the location you're in. So in this location, if we turn a pump into this place, specifically a purple pump, which we can find right there, we will get 100 score for it. And also, over here, if we turn wood into this place, we'll get score as well. So basically just keep turning in items to these little capture areas until you get enough score to win. And of course, just the location itself has limited loot, so if you want any further items, you can get those items from eliminating players, because players will drop random stuff on death. It's completely random stuff, but it will include the stuff specific to different locations. There are also loot llamas in every location, which can get you a bunch of one of these items that are required to get score in a specific location. Like from that llama we got 5 purple pumps. There's also probably a llama somewhere in here that can give us a bunch of wood. That's a lot of score just from one llama. Yeah, the wooden llama's down here. You slide down here. Sort of dangerous. But we killed the llama, and now we have 500 wood. So generally these loot llamas will be worth 500 score, but they'll only be able to be used by one person, and just one per the match. Let's try going into a different location. I'll end the game and restart it. Okay, this time it's going around the aim base. So, as you might have already seen, every location has at least a couple of these capture areas where you can capture specific items. Like here, we got a blue tack AR in this little house right here. And if we look around for long enough, we'll be able to find that blue tack AR. Like see, we got one right there. And there's also a llama back here, which got us a bunch of metal. And then we can just bring these up here to get a ton of score. And it's actually pretty fun. Fiona did a really good job on this. She has pretty good ideas. But other than that, this is pretty done and really cool LTM. So, great job, Fiona. And the thing is, she actually didn't even win it. She was just the first runner-up for it, because the LTM winner was a bit complicated, and I've actually been feeling kind of sick the last couple of days. You might notice today, right now in this video, I'm sort of kind of awkward and quiet. And yeah, I'm sick. It's sort of hard to concentrate and focus on like talking correctly. Don't worry, I don't have the virus or anything. It's just some other small thing. It's mainly makes me just tired, but it still really sucks, just annoying. And anyway, the LTM that did win is sort of complicated for me, so I'm pushing that LTM off until a further update. And until then, we get this fun LTM made by Fiona. And that's it for today's video. I shall see you in the next one. Gameplay video coming very soon, and goodbye.